Today we're going to talk about how our HANA platform can deliver new insights for federal customers and trying to analyze what they want to spend over time. Here we have a great capability of being able to visualize what is a federal agency planning to spend in the current year. Now take a step back. What are some of the key things that people want to analyze? What am I spending by office? What's my different funding sources? Do I have single year appropriations, rollover, no year monies? Let's be able to historically track over the last 10 years what's your current run rate, even down to the period. But this isn't new. Different agencies are doing this all the time. What we want to talk about is that how you can take a look at real-time financial expenditures to really take a big picture view of what money you have left in your budget and also what money is going to expire at the end of the fiscal year. Imagine you could take a look at all your existing contracts out there today and realize that what organizations are overspending for the end of that fiscal year. Now that's a key point because not only do you want to be alerted, you also want the insight that if you take a look at those organizations that are overspending and take a look at what's the single year appropriations that are about to run out, you have the control. You're not asking for multiple reports to get to this detail. You're looking at over the last 10 years, even in a fiscal downturn, what's your current run rates? That's pretty amazing. Now, when you take a step back, it's not about a dashboard. It's about the fact that when you take a look at your contract commitments and you see it's the end of the fiscal year, that you can notice those individual trends by date. Have you ever asked yourself, not so much what are the number of POs that are cut versus the total obligations that are done in Q4? Now, a key point for everyone here is the reason why you want to do that analysis is because you want to shape the way you go from not so much new POs to taking a look at new invoices and expenditures, and even being able to show the insight of the volume of contracts and invoices being across your organization. What they're able to do today is they take the insight and produce a report and a graph that changes maybe at a nightly basis. But imagine that as new organizations post new POs and invoices, you have a real-time understanding of what's your current run rate over time. Now, this is the capability of what HANA delivers for you as a customer, is that you're able to understand how much money do you have left in your budget, but also be able to understand what contracts are not being spent against so you can repurpose those funds. But the technology is not about a dashboard. It's about a comprehensive understanding of how do you take a look at what are you spending over time. If that initial view is literally your performance benchmark of what are you spending, now give yourself a wonderful sandbox to understand your current spend rates. Imagine you're able to contrast invoice amounts, commitments, and purchase orders, being able to literally look at over the last 10-year history of what organizations are spending over time, and even go down to the individual object class code as well as vendors. So imagine now, put yourself in the shoes of a financial analyst, and someone says to you, well, show me over the last 10 years what's being invoiced, and you want to see a trend. Sure. And then someone says, well, let's be able to take a look at invoiced amount to literally the frequency of invoices. Well, here we have literally billions of dollars. Here we have millions. Now, as an end user, it's not about building a new report. It's about giving you the capability to understand those trends. And then someone might say to you, well, I only want to take a look at this individual department. Now, the part that's great is this. This is your sandbox. You're being able to literally go through your information and understand what's your run rate without new reports and new navigation streams. Well, maybe you want to drill down to the current year. You say, well, let's be able to go down for current fiscal year, and let's go down to the new divisions. Let's take a look at the trends across the different purchase organizations. Or better yet, how about being able to see our current run rates against the existing vendors that are out there today? Now, the point that I want to note is this. Being able to get insight is about giving you, as the business area, the capability to touch and feel the data. Because it's not about navigating to 20 different reports to get your individual insights. It's about giving you the information you need to make the best decisions. This is what it's about. It's about delivering insight and value, and also being able to leverage all of your information to make the best strategic decisions over time. The last point I want to note is, with the HANA platform, it's about leveraging all of your information, not simplifying it. We're doing this demonstration over 126 million records in half a second. So when the executive asks for a quick dashboard, take your insights, Leverage all the work that you've done and literally drag and drop to make that content because it's about speed to delivery as well as speed to create. That's what we at SAP offer. The ability for you as an individual customer to innovate at the lowest possible price, but also expand for the technologies and demands of tomorrow. Thank you.